Costume design plays a huge role in setting the tone of a video game. Outfits worn by characters can instantly communicate so much about the game's world and story. From the fabrics and silhouettes to decorative details. What the characters choose to adorn themselves in provides crucial context, such as, is the environment gritty and battle-worn? Or is it vibrant and adventurous? Characters may favor tougher materials, like leather and mail, that can withstand combat. Meanwhile, in a fantasy realm of magic and wonder, lends itself to robes and mystical emblems. Costuming also reveals character traits before any dialogue is uttered. A skulking thief won't dress the same as a bombastic warrior. Subtle hints through color, cuts, and accessories can imply much about motives and backgrounds. It's fascinating to analyze how skillful costume design subconsciously guides our expectations and understanding of a game. The visual language of what's worn fills in blanks, transporting us effortlessly to the game's setting and mindset. No words needed, just take one look and you start to get a feel for what really matters in that world. So next time you're playing a game, pay attention to the outfits. They may reveal far more about the overall experience than you initially realized. Costume design is one area that can truly set the stage for everything to come. So now, let's dive into the process of how these designs come to be. For this video, we'll be showing you an example through our very own character called Mako. The first major step is thorough research into the game itself. Study the overall style. Is it realistic, cartoonish, or stylized? Take notes on clothes, armor, and weapon designs, so you understand the aesthetic. This will guide your materials and techniques. While our character wasn't made for any particular game, we looked at other games and studied their clothes in the RPG genre. We also looked at the culture of our chosen character, who's from Italy, as well as considering the period of time our character would be based in. For this character, we chose the Renaissance style, with the twist of some fantasy. Next is picking your character. Consider how you can capture their essence through costuming. Think about traits like class, abilities, and personality. A tank would need sturdy armor, while a mage focuses on robes and mystical elements. How they carry themselves also matters. Is your character poised or wild? We decided that Mako would be a villainous character. We also gave him a short biography to spark some inspiration for how we want his outfit to be. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to subscribe. Now back to the story. Mako was born into nobility in Milan, Italy. He showed a natural talent and passion for the violin from a very young age. He spent his days practicing relentlessly, honing his skills with the instrument. His performances were renowned across Italy, and he became one of the most celebrated violinists in the land. All seemed well for Mako until he met his wife, Bianca. They fell deeply in love and were married within a year. However, one night, an evil enchantress, jealous of Mako's fame and success, placed a curse upon his violin. When Mako next played, the music consumed Bianca's soul, trapping her inside the instrument. Mako was struck with grief and plunged into dark madness. He vowed to get his wife back, no matter the cost. Forsaking his nobility and reputation, Mako turned to the dark arts to find a way to reverse the curse. He uncovered sinister magic that would allow his violin to steal the souls of others through his playing. Mako embraced this power, believing the captured souls would someday free his beloved Bianca. Now Mako stalks the countryside, preying on innocent victims with a soul-stealing violin. He will stop at nothing to amass enough souls to break the curse and rescue his trapped wife, as the dark magic corrupts his mind and soul. And that was our story for Mako. Now it's time for the designing. For this, you can sketch several concepts, capturing your character in different silhouettes. For our character, we gave him sharp silhouettes to emphasize the shape language of his evil nature. We later refined the silhouettes according to our chosen style, picking a different costume for each to give us a bigger variety when choosing the final one. When choosing your character's final costume, make sure to consider all the things we previously mentioned. You might also want to consider asking your peers for their opinion. Next, after choosing your final design, think about the materials you want for the character. For our character, we chose cotton, velvet, and leather, as well as some gold accents to further enhance our design. While thinking about this, you also want to consider the colors for your character. Make a range of different color palettes that would be best suitable. For Marco, we wanted a color palette that best suits his personality. So we chose dark green and other dark harmonious colors. The dark green resembles the character's greed, jealousy, and materialism in its negative, but your character might also have green as their main color. It can be used to show both positive and negative connotations, depending on your character's overall look. Bear in mind, you don't want to overcomplicate your character's color palette. We usually stick with the rule of 3, using one color as your main color, the second color as your secondary, and the third color as your accents, mainly used for details and other small accents. This also goes for the overall design. You don't want to overcomplicate it with lots of details. It's best to have 3 key features that will be distinctive in your design. And here is the final result of Marco and his cursed violin. What do you think of how it turned out? And let us know if you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions, don't hesitate to comment down below. Until next time.